What's up, everybody? Nicholas here. Welcome back to my little Massacre Films YouTube page. And as you know, about 3 days ago, I took some Q&A questions from a month ago, and I answered them. And the thing is, there was about 5-6 questions I wanted to say, but I wanted more questions. And more questions I have gotten, because I have here with 9 questions pulled up for people to ask. So, well, they all asked 3 questions. So, yeah, let's get on to it. I have nothing to say, guys. I'm sorry. So the first question is by my friend Mackenzie, who goes by Toadooz, who asks, "What type of music are you into?" Now, Mackenzie, you know this. Landon knows this. Carson knows this. It's the music of the 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s. Now, any pets? Yes, my adorable little kitten. Her name is, well, she's not a kitten. My adorable little cat. Her name is Precious. Thank you. And whose classes do you hope to get into next year? Well, you, of course. You know, Carson. You know, the op Landon. I do want to have some classes with Landon, Elias, maybe Lee. Not really Eli as much. But Colt would be alright, I guess. Zaylin. You know, I gotta have classes with the Z-Man. You know, Malachi, of course, you know, he moved to Tallahassee, Florida, so we won't be seeing him. But yeah. Okay, so the next question is by Max Free TAKRL. Sorry, Max, I don't know how to pronounce that. Max, my friend from the UK, he asks, "What is your favorite album?" That would be All Summer Long by the Beach Boys from July of 1964, I believe. Who is your favorite villain in Mario? Koopa Troopa. You know, he's just so darn silly. What are you best at? Max, what the fuck do you mean? How am I supposed to know what I am best at? Existing, like breathing, being alive? I don't even know, bro. I don't know what you mean, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay, so question number 3 is by my friend Landon, you know, the op, who he goes by Reaper X Puppy on YouTube. He says, who is your favorite SML character? Mario. Favorite movie? American Graffiti from 1973. It's a movie that stars Ronnie Howard, later as Richie of Happy Days, and Cindy Williams as Laurie, who later played Shirley on Laverne and Shirley in Happy Days. And it takes place in 1962. Favorite game is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for Switch. Nintendo Switch. Okay, next question. Jason, TTV_Zofley. Jason asks, "What's your favorite show?" Jason, we all know this. It's Happy Days. Are you dating anyone? Not at the moment. Why? Me and Ashley broke up in February. Well, I broke up with her in February. But Jason, let me ask you something. Are you dating anybody, Jason? Because you date the weirdest people, Jason. You date bisexual people. You've dated a trans person before, bro. You date the weirdest people. You have... Vince's Lord, forgive me. I would never say this in casual, but Jason, do you think you have the sigma, the ligma, the aura, or something? I don't know what any of that means. Like, do you have rees? I don't even know what that means, bro. Do you think you have this? Because I don't talk this way in real life. Everybody who knows me knows this. But do you think you have that, Jason? I bet you're dating. When you were in 6th grade, didn't you date a 7th grader? Well, then again, Lee, he's kind of a pedophile. He was in 7th grade and he dated the 6th grader. But anyways, are you dating anybody, Jason? I'm gonna leave you with that one. Anyway, who is your favorite friend out of our friend group? The legendary British man himself, Max. Okay, next question is Austin, CC and Showbiz Time, who asks, "Which Everly brother is better, Don or Phil?" Now, Austin, I like Don. However, I have to give it to his younger brother, Phil, here, because Phil, although Don is a better vocalist, Phil is simply iconic. Number 2, sorry, folks. Number 2, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2, what is your least favorite SML era? My favorite SML era is, you know, of course, it's, you know, it's the goal. It's not really gold era. Yeah, my favorite SML era is my favorite Super Mario Logan era. It's the old era from 2007 to 2008. But you know, we don't like modern SML. Well, Landon does, but he likes the puppets. We like, of course, you know, the old Mario, Tony the Tiger, Mr. Pig, Woody, Mama Luigi, retard Mario era. It's iconic. Now, fuck. Now, anyways, thoughts on CEC retro stores? Oh wait, hold on. Least favorite SML era? We all know this. It's the Puppet era. Number 3, thoughts on CEC retro stores? They are ass. So Simon asks, well, his username is Simon Says, so Simon's asking here. It's not Simon Says, Simon asks, why do you live in my town? Why do you live in my town, Simon? Me and Simon both live in the same town. Why are you a CEC fan? Well, because in 2018, I was watching a video made by the SMB Collector, who, if you don't know, he made videos where he like showed off his like rare Mario merchandise. Yeah, like he has from Mario stuff. But anyway, in one video he was like, "Oh yeah, guys, here's a chef plush I have from Chuck E. Cheese's," and so I looked him up, and it was Pasquale, and that's why I love Chuck E. Cheese's. Now, of course, I left the fandom in 2022, but I'm still a CEC fan. Why didn't you try to save any location spots? Well, I was about to call you Noah. Well, Simon, does it matter? Because I don't have the money to just like buy bots. I'm not gonna buy a whole ass balcony stage. Like, nah, bro, nah. Okay, Aiden asks, how did you meet Griffin? Well, I'll explain this in the documentary coming soon. But Griffin, back when I used to watch like abandoned exploring videos a lot, he did this one video where he explored and abandoned Chuck E. Cheese's in Ohio. I can't remember the name, and all the Griffin's 2017 channel. It got Thanos snapped out, so we can't really check. But yeah, that's how I met Griffin. And I just got watching him in 2023 when I was a Happy Days fan. I realized that he also had a Happy Days channel, called The Dude Box. So when I messaged him on YouTube community post, and then we started talking on Discord, and here we go now. 2, favorite restaurant, Steak and Shake. How long have you been in the vintage community? What do you mean here? Because the vintage community, I started liking vintage things in 2018, when I discovered the Beatles and the Beach Boys and Elvis and the like. But I didn't start dressing, living vintage until literally until 2023. But the vintage community, there's people who they like vintage things. So I guess I joined the vintage community in 2018. Shit, I finished the Pepsi. Shit. Okay, no more drink for me. Blue Flame. Carson asks. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Carson asks, if what would your job be if YouTube doesn't work out? Well, dumbass, I would still make movies, but I would put them on DVD or my own webpage. It's not that hard to do, dumbass. Or I could become a photographer and take photographs of attractive women. That would be a fun job anyways. His other question is, if you could watch one anime, what would it be? Well, Mr. Parker, preferably I wouldn't watch any anime because anime is gay and disgusting. But if I was forced to watch one anime, it would have to be the SpongeBob SquarePants anime. Okay, so the final question is from the legendary, the man, the myth, the legend, GRM Adventures himself, Griffin, who asks, what events got you interested in pop culture media from and based off of up to 70 years ago? Well, Griffin, I can't remember his name. There's this guy back in 2018. I was 7 or 8 years old. Actually, I think I was around 8. And in 2018, it was mid to late 2018. Actually, it might have been early. Yeah, it was early to mid 2018. There was this guy who made videos. And in one video, he would talk about music that he liked, and he had the Beatles, Please Mr. Postman by the Beatles. He talked about Anthem in My Room by the Beach Boys. He talked about Love Me Tender by Elvis. So and I started researching people, and that got me in love with vintage music. And now I am obsessed with vintage things. I dress anything from 1920s to 80s. I'm in love with. I dress the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. That's the kind of music I listen to. That's the kind of cars that I find cool. I really dig chicks from that time period. Yeah. Yeah, I just like to live my life like it's every day of my life, you know, like it's 1961. But yeah, guys, that was the Q&A. Hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna put a random image that I have saved on my phone up. I genuinely don't know what it's about to be. Yeah, guys. Remember, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next time. Same retro time, same retro channel.